Oh yeah, it is filming. I'm blind.
Love it.
Welcome back to Do Epic Shit.
Let it roll.
Yes, let around Istanbul right now. Join me on my travels as I explore the best foods. Aisha. These are the ones. These are Papa, yeah? Yeah, you're the one that makes them. I'm gonna take 20, please. 20, and then I might get some of those papas as well, and those. Yeah, those first, yeah.
How am I doing?
That's really nice. Beautiful. I want some of those. Do epic.
What's on with the edge, on the edge like this?
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, I know where the edge is. Yeah, that's a good idea. You want to kind of like right there. Yeah, we want to partial tilt.
Yep, partial tilt. Sunset sail with Sean.
The greatest people. Keep pedaling. Keep pedaling. Oh, you made it. I didn't think you were going to make that. I barely didn't make it. Good afternoon. Today is Monday, April 25th, 2022. I have the distinguished honor of being joined today with Malika, who has her own video channel called Malika Does It. With no further ado, sitting here today with Malika Does It, and that's the name of her channel. And
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of meeting Malika about 5 weeks ago, right here at the
Distant relatives. Yeah, Kilifi.
And so I wanted to ask you a few questions, and
Cool.
basically, what was the thing that inspired you to start your site?
My channel.
Yes.
Well, I think lockdown. Most people started their channels during lockdown, like these new channels. So I am among those who started during the lockdown season, and I think it was just a lot of time in my hands and there was nothing to do. We were all indoors at that time. I don't know if you remember, but we were all
yeah.
in.
Oh yeah, how could we forget?
We were all indoors. There's nothing to do, you know. So I was like, I kept on procrastinating, you know, because this idea was on my head for the longest time, and they said I have to do it. So, like I said before, you just have to start it. When you start, you'll keep doing it. If you like it, that is, you know. So that was one of the things that made me start.
And you said the first thing that you posted is a lot different from what you're posting now. What did you start
Yeah, when you go to my channel, you'll find out this. It's a very short video. I don't. If it's not 1 minute, it's maybe 2 or 3 minutes. A very short grocery haul video, and actually I took the video in portrait, so it's like, you know,
vertical? Yeah.
yeah,
The way you told me I shouldn't be doing
yeah,
my
you
videos.
shouldn't. Yeah, YouTube videos should be done in landscape. So
Yes.
yeah, that's my first video on YouTube. I'll never delete it, man. It's my first video on YouTube.
Oh, well,
So that's what I
recipes
did.
are important.
And then
though.
after that, I started doing like, I started doing, what are they called? Recipe videos. So I've done a couple of recipe videos preparing Kenyan food. I've done like Ghanaian food. So if you go to my channel, you'll find a playlist just specifically for recipes, and you can watch those videos there.
Now gun it! Faster! Faster! Up the hill!
Yes. Are you walking?
I'm walking, yeah. It's just 20 meters. That's where we were, Khalifi, Maghreb. But they're not opening again for 3 months, so it'll be July. So we're gonna head up to Distant Relative because Badigani, because that's what's open. I got ants crawling all over my ass. This is how I got my title for my channel and my blog. Is I saw something like this, very Banksy-esque, but I was in Germany. I was in Hamburg, Germany, waiting to meet up with my buddy Alex. And that was a picture, I believe, of Ed Burns, the actor, and over his face it said, "Do epic shit." And I fell in love with that slogan ever since I saw it. And so that reminds me of that. That looks like somebody who's been incarcerated, perhaps, and they're pleading for him to be released. Okay. So, wow. Oh my goodness, that is just fantastic. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And then you can explain in just a second.
That traditional art, it's mean the government's power.
The whose power?
Government's power. It's mean
interesting.
because a few century ago, the Ottoman Empire, this art just they were painting just for palace,
Just for the palaces.
for king. Yeah,
gotcha,
so
gotcha.
it's mean power of the palace or government.
So you were showing me before what each symbol meant. So what does the red symbol mean specifically?
This one?
Yeah, you were pointing to that before. That's part of the palace's power?
Yeah, sure. And the gold, I used gold.
Okay.
It's also, they were using this a lot.
So what's the reason why you put it on a goat's head?
Actually, you asked why I did.
Yeah, why on this medium, not on a canvas or not on a piece of cardboard or paper? Or...
Actually, before Fine Arts University, I was working in a butcher.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Actually, it's like me. I just want paint on this because I feel. No, I want to show just my inside.
Who you're representing yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, this traditional art is mean power of government, and so I'm Kurdish. I'm not Turkish.
Okay. I didn't know that.
So and I took this from fast, you know.
Oh right. The Eid.
Yeah. In Islamic
Iftar. The Iftar?
No, after Ramadan, 2 months later.
2 months later.
Everyone they cut cows, sheep.
Yeah. So they give 1/3 to the community, or they give it away, and 1/3.
I went there
in
that place, and I just want this. And there's another. There.
Yeah.
And
Can you show that down?
I took the sculpts.
Oh my goodness, I gotta, yeah.
And
That's beautiful. So this is a huge goat. Is this one that you ate, that you had for the breaking of the fast for after Ramadan?
yeah. I bring them. They were with meat.
Yes.
It was nature.
Yes.
And I put underground.
Mm-hmm.
They wait there around 4 months, and then I take of them.
Okay.
I took them, and I started paint on them.
Amazing.
I cleaned, and then I couldn't paint anything
Right.
anything on them.
Of course not. Yeah.
Because when I take from underground,
Yeah.
I couldn't decide because their mind, it was too much for me. I couldn't decide.
Okay.
How can I? They wait around 1 year. They just.
So they've been on your shelf.
Stayed there, yeah.
Gotcha, for 1 year. And so, what made you finally decide? What does this all mean? What made you decide to finally do this design?
This design is from 15th century.
Oh my goodness.
Design. Actually, it's mean for me like protest of government to government. Actually, that fest is traditional also like this,
right?
And no one don't ask about some traditional things.
Right.
They just accept. They just respect. So in Turkey, everyone, not everyone, of course, usually people, they just respect the government, respect to some traditional things, and they never ask about
like why or where it came from.
They never.
Interesting. So this is like a protest saying, like, wake up and ask where this tradition comes from?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what would you like me to understand about the tradition? Are there 2 or 3 facts about the tradition that they don't celebrate that you want people to understand?
Actually, I don't want change their tradition,
right?
Or if you don't ask your nature about your nature acts, you cannot ask anything for yourself.
Interesting. Very good. So I am an English teacher. I teach critical thinking, and that's what this is. This is you are protesting why people blindly follow the holiday, and you want them to go to celebrate because they truly feel it. They truly understand what the holiday stands for, what the fasting is all about, what the break of the fast is all about, and not just celebrate, kill the goat or the ox or the animal and tithe, give 1/3 to the community or 1/3 for the family. Omer was really surprised that I liked this piece so much, and I was telling him that the reason why is because it is, in America, we would maybe be appalled by this because it was a dog. It was someone's beloved pet, perhaps, or we have great affinity with dogs and cats. But I love the way he's taken something that has naturally gone its way and made something absolutely beautiful out of death, out of what was going to just rot in the ground. From every angle, this is just fantastic. It's very similar to this massive bull's head. But we're not as appalled about that because it's an animal that we eat. It's an animal that gives us hamburgers and food. So we're not as appalled to that, or the goat head that I showed earlier. And I'm not appalled at this at all because, like I said, this is something that died and it's been made into something really beautiful. Similar to driftwood. When a tree dies and the wood is drifting in the ocean and someone picks it up and makes something fantastic out of it, it's recycling. You're taking something that was once perhaps ugly or of no use, and you've made something fantastic out of it. Oh, hot! Hot! It's hot! The seed is hot! You didn't put it in the shade! Ouch!
Sorry.
Alfred, what's wrong? It's hot! The seed is hot! My legs are burning!
You know, I thought you were taking like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but now my balls is burning. But you always leave the bike in the shade.
I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on heaven's door. I'm knocking on his door. Hey, yeah, knocking on heaven's door. Mama, take this.
No, this is the big one is his. The big one is his. So this is yours. No, don't look at the camera. Look at this. Look at this. Get that. Good a man. Oh, oh. Yeah, you got it. All right, one more. Catch. Oh, almost. Yeah. Advice would you give to people who are just starting out doing a vlog? What advice can you give them?
To people who want to start YouTube, just one word, start it, and the moment you start it, that's just how you'll get to learn and keep going. You know, it's not that easy, but yeah, the moment you start it, I think it just goes on that way. But until you start it, you'll keep on procrastinating like I did, but it's fine.
Huh? Yeah. That's what I do to my students. Huh? Huh? Oh, his just blowing up.
Are you so famous?
Oh, there's the pool
Are
view.
you cheating on me?
Look at this. You got the pool way over there.
Oh, my God,
I asked him. You want them to borrow one of these?
What are you stealing?
I'm borrowing.
Are you going to bring it back?
No, I'm going to help the plant spread to the rest of the country.
So, this is really heavy right now, so I'm just letting it rain really quickly for a ice cold bath in the morning because you need an ice cold bath. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Now for the peaceful resistance.
other boat we took on the expedition.
Oh, okay.
And that's how Ali's gone to this one, and Flipflopi we went together with our little Flipflopi thingies. It's right there, yeah. That's a Zodiac with 10-liter drums too.
Where's the Zodiac?
This one right here to your left.
Oh, there it is, yeah. 10-liter drums of what?
The 10-liter bottles for oil.
Oh, that's like
What
recycled,
they
yeah.
made the top out of, and the bottom is a Zodiac.
Nice, yes. Asante sana.
Oh, look who's here, Anita.
Yeah. So this is the Flipflopi. Let me film from the other side. This is the Flipflopi.
Hey, how are you?
Completely made out of recycled plastic. And it sailed up the coast of Kenya, doing about 10 days of. How are you?
This is my friend Sean.
Nice to meet you.
He comes from the States.
Oh, I saw you on the video. That's why you look so familiar. I saw you on the Flipflopi video. Yeah. You are again?
Yeah.
Ali?
Ali.
Yeah, that's
He's
right.
doing all this vlogging, so
Yeah.
if he puts his camera in front of
Big
you.
inspiration since I was tiny.
You want to take a pee? You need to take a shit. Here you go, built-in plastic toilet.
All right, plastic toilet. Turns it all into recyclable.
Right. Exactly. So all of this is made of plastic.
Hey, puppy.
The whole thing is plastic, and then we have like a yoga mat, flip-flops on the top. It's the most comfortable boat that you can sail
Yeah.
on.
All this, when Mary throw it out, we pick it from
Yep.
Yeah.
As a matter, I should have brought my gunia of plastic. I have all the plastics from
Oh,
all the
that's
houses.
right. Yeah, all packed in the bottles. Yeah.
I think Malika, East Africa.
Yeah, this went from Mauna to Zanzibar, then it got trucked to Lake Victoria from where? From Tanga? Or from Dar es Salaam?
No, it started in Kisumu.
No, but how did it get to Kisumu? Lamu, Zanzibar.
From Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu.
Okay.
On road about 1,300 kilometers.
Wow.
Nice.
And then it went around Lake Victoria,
Tanzania,
and then it got trucked back
and then
to
trucked back to Dar es Salaam.
Dar es Salaam.
Then
Okay.
sailed back all the way Dar es Salaam to Lamu.
And then Lamu to
And
the
then
north.
we had last expedition this year, just Lamu Archipelago.
So we
Yeah.
went up to
Border of
Pokori.
Somalia, about 10 days.
Yeah.
Enjoy with Mary.
Yes.
That time,
Yeah.
yeah.
Most incredible trip. And that's
Now,
when we had the
and now
Lamu
we are
down.
on a new research of starting a new big dhow.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And we have a little proposal for you, Brené.
Uh-oh.
You know, we say to ask is free. You can always say no. I'm going to start with my happy tears. So, you know, Faust was the captain of my dhow at Tawasaw. So yesterday he said to me, he asked permission, basically, to rebuild a Tawasaw. And I said, of course. Well, then we thought,
The frame is there.
no.
From scratch. From scratch.
So we
Using
were,
recycled plastic parts?
that's what we would like!
I was thinking they
So-
were very serious to the party because of the government of the Ghana. But that when I come to the Salmiani, it's mine.
Yeah.
That means, you know.
Yeah.
So basically, I've been walking around for about an hour looking for a pharmacy. My Google Maps don't seem to be helping me out very well, but I'm finding that there's supposed to be one at the end of this alleyway. Two of them actually at the end of this hallway. Little marketplace going right through. So I'm learning Turkey, Istanbul is very much like Hong Kong. You don't ever want to have like a full meal at any one place because everywhere you go, you see just fantastic other places to have, you know, like tapas or pupus or appetizers. Where you have people just on a beautiful spring day like today, just people just all day going from one place to the next. You have some tea at one place with maybe some little pastries, and then you go to another place an hour later and you have maybe a bowl of soup. Yeah, that's beautiful. I'm gonna put a little lemon in that. Oh, that's party for a cooler afternoon here in the eastern side of Istanbul. Okay, when I asked the young lady what San Sebastian was, she said cheese and cheese. Didn't mention the chocolate sauce there. I got the one obviously with raspberries and chocolate. I didn't realize it's gonna have a chocolate base though. So this lovely lady over here gave me a piece of hers when I was ogling her San Sebastian. My goodness, I haven't even had breakfast yet. This is like cheating. That's goodness. Nice. Oh, right to the top. Oh yeah. Or like what I had just to. Or you go like I did just a little while ago and you have some Monties. It's almost like I don't want to waste any time on anything not from this region because it's just so much food to explore. And I'm going to fill it as much in my gullet as I can.
Why would I not?
At the moment, I'm pretty full, so I might walk around and get cocktails. Because I don't know what time it is where you are. I don't know what time it is here. I mean, I don't really ever know what time it is until it gets a little bit dark. Oh, and by the way, it gets dark here around 8 o'clock. So I was really blown away again to be back in this part of the world where the sun takes an awful long time to go down. Go to bed! It's 4 o'clock in the fucking morning! You kids, weighing on my last nerve. Get your crusty black ashes off my lawn before I call the police. I'm the Right Reverend Uncle Ruckus. No relation. I scared. There we go. Charlie Chaplin. Gotta love him. But yeah, just amazing areas to eat, to chill, and I'm gonna find a place right here, right now, somewhere along this strip to eat. I mean, to drink. Doing epic shit. Okay, so in waiting the extra 4 or 5 hours to move into this Airbnb, I think I should just do hostels the first night, because a hostel very often is 4 o'clock in the morning. You can arrange it and still check in. But Airbnbs, they gotta wait for the person before to move out. So I've been just hanging around getting fucking blitzed. I've had like 3 breakfasts. I've had like at least 1 lunch. It was a Caesar salad that was nothing like a Caesar salad. It had tomatoes, huh? No croutons, huh? No anchovy paste, what? And it was a very good salad, but it was nothing like a Greek salad. And yeah, I'm drunk. Welcome back to Do Epic Shit. I'm sitting here with my good friend from more than 12 years ago. We taught together in New York City. Maury is her name, and her and Morat. And I'm gonna now.
That's what I was at Manhattan.
Well, that's not the first year I taught English. I was teaching.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
No,
but
we both had taught. But in 2007,
we met in Manhattan Hunter Science High School.
Hunter Science
The
High
best
School.
school in Manhattan. And the coolest kids ever.
In town.
They were cool.
I know they were. They're
No.
amazing.
No,
We
I'm
loved
kidding.
them.
I'm kidding. You know I'm kidding. Yeah, I
Love
fuck
you.
with you guys all the
God,
time.
we love you so hard to this day.
I was just here. Hold on.
Yes.
I was just saying how if I had stayed for the senior year, I would have been crying had I watched you guys graduate because you guys were just phenomenal. You guys were amazing. You guys give me hope in why it's important to be a teacher and a mentor and a good parent and a good citizen. Anyway, but yeah, we love you guys all.
We love you.
Class
Oh
of
yeah.
2012, you guys
All y'all.
rock. Yeah, Maury was there
All
for
y'all.
more of you. Maury had more
I
kids.
was around. I was part of the mix. When you allow strangers, randoms, into a space that like you've just brought together by the universe. So like why not try to do that?
I got ants crawling all over my ass. Absolutely magnificent. And not a surprise why I thought. See, he thought the same thing. That crying baby thought the same thing. She thought this was the Blue Mosque. It looks like the Blue Mosque. It is blue, but it is not the one in the town that begins with an E, Irudin or whatever, on that island right near where I'm staying in Bula Beach. So when I challenge you all to do epic shit, I am not at all neglecting or misunderstanding that there are millions of you out there who are stepping up to the plate every single day, that you're doing the extraordinary. And I'm talking about parents, and especially single parents, who are just going above and beyond to do whatever they can to provide for their kids. They are juggling, having to meet up with their exes and appointments with doctors and pulling themselves out of work and or their kids to go to dentist appointments. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? And rainbows have nothing to hide. Rainbows are visions, but merely illusions. And rainbows have nothing to hide. So one day we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. I got ants crawling all over my ass. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Erdoğan'cığım senin demen lazım ama bak bir heyecan vermen lazım. Erdoğan'cığım melmelki, milon melmelki. Oh yeah. Oğlum buna daha da...
O senin çok ağır. Süper ya. Öğrendi vallahi ya. Söylesene öğrendi hemen. Aferin ona.
Yeah, come on.
Söylesene bu Kürtçe bir halay.
New York halayı diye bir şey yok zaten.
İşte dansı de.
Is a British halay.
British halay. Yeah. Baba gördün mü? Abi adamın New Yorklu olduğu belli. Hayır. Bak göt başı oluyor. Bak.
Siyahi.
Yeah. İşte olayı. Vallahi
I realized when I challenge you all to do epic shit, I realized that there's millions of you already out there doing the epic deeds every single day. Every day that you show up, you are doing epic shit. Do you ever have one of those days that you feel like you got 3 heads?
Let it roll.
Yes, let it roll. I found a beer, and I found a cafe that didn't have 4 men hanging outside of it. It's right here. It's got her, and it's got all of these cats down there. They're all here. All the princesses are here. But I found this groovy place called Cafe Ma, which is right there. Cafe Ma, right there, where I got a 2-board.
Ma, you know what is the meaning of Ma?
I do not. What is the meaning? I'm celebrating and I'm challenging those of you who have always said, I want to go here, I want to go there. I read about Machu Picchu, but I haven't because I'm afraid of heights. I don't want to, yeah, whatever it is, try it. You know, get outside of your comfort zone, get out of that box and eat something differently, do something differently, work with somebody because you have tons of knowledge that needs to be shared. That could be part of your epic shit that you do. Mentor somebody, coach somebody, help out in the community because it takes a village, and that's part of doing epic shit. And that's what I challenge you all to do a little bit more of. I know it's been a tough year. I know it's been hard, but it can be done. There's still a little bit more you can reach down and pull out your ass. I got ants crawling all over my ass. And along those lines, I just want to promote, part of the reason why I live the way I live is Viktor Frankl and his logotherapy, which promotes working to heal thyself. You work with others, you promote others, you push others up, and you eventually, in doing this, help to alleviate your depression, your problems, your concerns, because others' concerns become not necessarily more important than yours, but they supersede for a little bit. The other who I'm following is Henry Rollins. I've been listening to Henry Rollins for years when he was in Black Flag. I've been definitely promoting his critical conversations, which is just an hour talk that he had. The one I've uploaded on my site is from when he was speaking at Soka University. I think that's in Canada. And I highly recommend you to watch the entire segment of critical conversations by Henry Rollins, because it is life-changing. He promotes, even if you can't afford to travel, still get a passport. Be ready to travel. If you can't go outside your country or your confines right yet, go in your neighborhood. Volunteer in your neighborhood. Work with the less advantaged. Viva Colombia, ¿ya? ¿Estás de Colombia? You're from Colombia. ¿Qué parte? Ah, muy bien. Me encanta Bogotá, pero San Agustín mejor.
Sí.
San Agustín para los archaeological. I can't say.
We don't know it actually. That's
Oh, you gotta go.
Yes.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
Go horseback riding through San Agustín, and then take a jeep, because then your butt will be really sore. And then go to the waterfalls. Yeah, you gotta go. It's 4 or 5 days there, San Agustín. You gotta go.
Thanks for the tip.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
And Cartagena, diving in Cartagena.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm loving the different cultures, the different artworks. And as you can see, you can meet people from Colombia and all over the world. It's a very cosmopolitan city. I got to learn some Turkish, though. I would thought Arabic would be the language that I would need to know for here, and I guess Arabic will help a bit. But Turkish, I should have done some research, I guess. Anyway, heading to this cafe that was close, so that I can get some work done. Anyway, bye-bye. Anyway, continue to challenge you to do epic shit.
Do epic shit.
So wait, the book is called The Museum of
Yeah,
Innocence.
innocent. He make one museum in Istanbul. You can visit
Okay.
Istanbul, yeah.
And what's the name of the museum? Is it?
Innocent Museum.
Oh,
in
I
Istanbul.
passed it. I passed it. Yeah, the Innocence Museum.
You can
Yeah.
visit there. You can find the object of which they were in book Aa wow.
cigarette, glass.
Çarşamba günü gel tamam mı?
Johnny, Johnny, see you later. Have a good night. So, so basically, you go to the Museum of Innocence and you see where the characters were walking.
All of objects.
Yeah,
You
okay.
can find all of objects.
That's near Navizade.
Yeah,
right near Navizade. Yeah, I passed. Yeah.
Şeye gitmiş.
Oh, Navizade. Yeah. Navizade.
Kitabı duydun mu? Okudum diyor. What is your favorite writer?
Wow. Some African American authors named Maya Angelou. She recently passed away. She died about 2 years ago, I guess. Amazing poet, author. She wrote also about maybe 25, 30 books.
I didn't have all of it.
You've never heard of her?
Yeah.
Yeah, not surprising, but she's been around the world. She's been around the world performing.
Do you like poetry?
She does poetry as well. That's
Do you know Louis Aragon?
Who?
Louis Aragon.
Louis Aragon ya.
No.
Louis Aragon.
No, I don't know. Is he from here as well?
No.
No. Ne yaptın hocam?
Spanya, Spain.
Aragon tabii İspanya.
Louise, I know.
You know Nazım Hikmet? Nazım Hikmet.
No.
Nazım Hikmet.
No. No, I don't know Laz Hikmet either.
Are you sure the poetry?
Another great poet I love is Langston Hughes. He's another black author from the Renaissance, the Harlem Renaissance.
Yeah, I know.
James Baldwin didn't do poetry, but he did some great political novels.
Louis Aragon is too politic. He's not politic. I like.
You're being abducted.
Ulan Louis Aragon Fransız da. Fransız doğumlu. Vallahi Fransız doğumlu. Siyasal eylemci ve komünist şair, romancı ve deneme yazarı bugünkü Fransız ozanlarının en önemli biri olarak. Louis Aragon söylediği bir şey var. Ne diyor biliyor musun? Nazım Hikmet'ten sonra diyor ki şair yoktur diyor. Aragon
I find myself in this I can't get comfortable. I can't get seriously. I find myself in this place. Okay, this is Turkey. So just like Paris and some other places where the sun goes down like at 8:30 and it's only May, they tend to eat very late and they have late night lifestyles. So they go out until 3 or 4 in the morning, and that's normal. This is a Monday and it's about 2:30 and I just left a bar, which was called a cafe, with Mehmet and a bunch of his friends. So, like New York, this is the place, it's a fast food place basically. He's whipping me up some wedge French fries for me to take back to my place, which is basically right across the street. The Alisan Hotel, where I'm paying about $16 a night. But the point being is, again, like New York, shit doesn't ever stop. It doesn't ever close down. And when you have a lifestyle, again, like Paris or like many of the European countries, people don't even go out to eat until 10 or 11 o'clock. Almost every night in my apartment in Istanbul, and Charlotte, who's from Switzerland, wouldn't even start cooking until 10 or 11, and they would then be in the kitchen smoking and eating and drinking more Turkish tea until 3 or 4 in the morning sometimes. Me being an old timer, if I'm not dancing or if I'm not being entertained in other ways, I mean, talking is awesome, but And again, this is how I'm making my living now. I'm posting my fat head on a screen and explaining shit that you guys could get from National Geographic or from 1,000 other vloggers out there. I don't know why you choose me, but thank you. And you also mentioned some of the problems of the unforeseen things of like you have to do everything. You have to film, you have to edit, you have to post.
You have actually.
It's a lot of work.
If you want to like start YouTube, don't just start with idea of making money out of it, because that way if you don't see any progress, you'll really like get demoralized or something like that. But then I feel like you can start and then learn from the process, or rather the experience.
Right.
So that's a good thing. Yeah.
So this is where we were dancing and doing yoga every Thursday with Malika and her friend Vaughn. They had fun laughing at me while we were dancing over there. Have you been back to the yoga?
Yeah, we danced the other day as well. So can you see smoke from your camera?
If you keep talking about it, then I'll have to edit that out. It's all good.
Sour. Yeah, we did another dance. You missed it, sorry. But,
yeah, I was out of town. I was sailing a dhow in Lamu, or I don't know, fishing in Lamu, or those damn things bother me. Okay, so and that's done by. That's done by. Let me ask you, Layla. How has she been as a volunteer worker, media?
She's been good. She's been involved in the social media. I think if people have been watching the social media, they must have seen all the posts.
For DR.
Yeah. For DR, yeah.
For distant relatives, Eco Lodge, and backpackers.
Yeah, ask them to follow them on Instagram.
Yes, follow DR because I love this place. As you might have read my review on wherever I left my review. This is Layla. She's doing also media and a few other things.
Marketing, event planning, whatever needs to be done.
And they have the most amazing events, which I'm sure Malika has covered at least 3 of them.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a couple videos of just...
Oh, you watched them? Yeah, maybe you can head over to Malika Does It.
Yes, that's why I'm interviewing you. Yes, I've watched them.
You head over to Malika Does It, subscribe. Yeah, and watch the videos, guys. You'll find... Actually, if you want to have like a whole view of this place, you can find it on my channel. I have a video on the same,
which is also amazing. Where
yeah,
she's cooking, where she makes the avocado toast in the kitchen right over there, and where she shows you everything I've been showing you, but a little bit better. She goes into the shitters and she shows you exactly how you're supposed to shit in these eco dumpers. It's amazing. There's instructions. There's instructions of exactly how to wipe your butt. No, not quite.
It's coming, yeah. If you want to know how to shower, it's there, you know. Yeah, no. we got all types of videos on my channel. Enjoy, guys. Yes. Make sure you subscribe.
Thank you so much for your time, Malika and Layla. Bye-bye.
Okay.
See you. And thank you. Oops. And thank you all. That'll be a blooper. So, this is really heavy right now, so I'm just letting it rain really quickly for an ice cold bath in the morning because you need an ice cold bath. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, now for the peaceful resistance. Can you say? Fuck. I'm a lightweight. One thing you got to learn about me. It doesn't take me much to get me. It doesn't take me much to much me to much me much. It doesn't take much to get me like to a really good happy point. And I'm really happy about that because I'm not an alcoholic yet. I don't know, but I feel like I'm being watched. At least that's what they tell me. I've been tested. That's what they tell me. That's a Sheldon. Oh. Thank you. Um,